Making life decisions can invoke stress and anxiety when you aren't sure what the best decision is or when there are too many options. Stress and anxiety can interfere terribly with your physical and mental wellness. It can be a vicious cycle of stress, anxiety, and decision paralysis. Whether it be finding that perfect career to fit you, buying a new car or house, or deciding whether to sell a business you already own. Today, let's talk about how to take the stress and anxiety out of career and major life decisions. Are you in a new season of your life? Are you stuck and searching for clarity so you can make a career change? Do you just need the courage to switch careers? Are you ready to follow God's plan for your career? Welcome to Choose Your Next Yes. Hi, Kindred. I'm Mel, a career transition coach, mom of grown-ups, coffee lover, and God girl. I've had a lot of big life changes, and I haven't always been clear about God's plan for me. This led to stress and anxiety and a lack of clarity and courage to make a career move. I finally started listening to God's voice to find clarity and peace and stopped being scared to make a move and achieve my career transition goals. Now, my mission is to help you learn to listen to God's voice and know when to say yes to the career you've always wanted and no to everything else. Let me show you how to clarify your purpose and find courage to pursue your personal and professional goals in your midlife and beyond. Throw down your self-doubt, dust off your dreams, Kindred. It's time to reset and refine and reclaim the woman you once aspired to be. Hey friends, welcome back to Choose Your Next Yes. I am so happy that you're here today. It's the end of the work week. It's almost the weekend. Friday is just like that awesome day, isn't it? Like you're almost done with work. You've got the weekend to look forward to. And it's just like Friday is just like the bomb, isn't it? I don't even know if people still say that, and I'll probably get laughed at. But since we're all the same age in here and nobody else is listening to it, I'm going to say it. Just don't tell your kids I said that. I just want to read a review to you. It is called Champion for Dreams, and it's from Robin Rhine, I think is how you say it, McDonald. And Robin writes, Mel provides such great insight and support for how to take hold of what's next in partnership with Jesus. Robin, thank you so much for your rating and review. I really appreciate it. And I would love it if you guys would just take 30 seconds. That's all it takes. Just take 30 seconds, pop on over to Apple iTunes or Apple Podcasts and leave me that rating and a review to bump my show. Helps me get noticed, helps me grow the show and get in front of more women like us, midlifers. And you just never know. I may read yours on the show as well if you pop over there, because I love reading reviews on this show and letting you guys know that I actually read them and I appreciate them so much. So let's get started with today's topic. Stress and anxiety, it might be something new for some of you. While others of us, well, we're longtime friends with the mental and physical feelings that accompany stress and anxiety. I've talked a whole lot about my anxiety issues and how it manifests in me with my jaws clenching and my breathing gets labored, all the weird things. And sometimes like it just sneaks up on me and I won't even realize that I am having stress that's causing the anxiety to manifest. And some of you, it's new for you. And you may not even recognize that. So if you're having all of these weird things that you've never had before, stressing your life, trying to make these big life decisions, needing to know what you're supposed to do in your career, and you're ready to make a change, but you just don't know what that is. Maybe you want to sell your house. Maybe you want to move to a different city. Whatever it is, sometimes it comes with some stressors because you just don't know if that's a great decision. And I encourage you to do some research on your own feelings and learn how to recognize what you're feeling and know if it's stress or anxiety. And then I'm going to continue to talk about things that we can do as midlife women to combat that. And you're always going to have decisions to make. You're always going to have some small decisions, some major decisions. If you learn how to make those small decisions effectively, then you learn how to make those big decisions without that stress and anxiety as well. And I've got some big life decisions to make right now myself. My car is one of those. My car is a 2015 Jeep, and it is great. I love it. But it's starting to have some things. I have driven a lot of miles in that car. I mean, it's got a lot of miles on it. To me, that's not the issue, and I would keep it, but it's starting to have some mechanical things as well. And while they are something that I can live with for just a little while, my mechanic son said, Mom, you're going to have to really be thinking about what you want to do soon. Well, I'm working from home now. And I have bills that I still have to pay, and the money looks different. And that's okay because I'm building my business at home. And I love that. I love the freedom. But now I'm going to have to make a decision on what to do, because going out and just purchasing a new car right now is like insane. Have you looked at car prices? They are ridiculous, insane car prices. And I can't afford to just go out and get a new car. So I need to figure out what to do. I can always have repairs on the things that are going wrong, but there's some major mechanical issues that are starting to pop up. Is it better for me to pay for that or to get a different vehicle? See, these are all decisions that I have going on right now. You also know that I live in an apartment. My lease will come due in December, which sounds like a long time from now. However, I've already lived here half of my lease this time, and I really didn't want to sign a new lease. I would love to purchase a home. You know, I've lived in a home for the last 30 years until the last couple of years when I moved to a different city, got a divorce, and now I'm on my own, and now I'm living in an apartment. I'm not used to that. I've never lived in an apartment, and I want a house. I want my own washer and dryer so I don't have to go down to the community washer and dryer and hope that one's available. And then I have to go down there. I have to put it in. I have to set my timer on my phone. I have to go back down in there, transfer it over to the dryer. Then I have to set my timer again. And then I have to go back and I have to get it. And hopefully it's dry. And then, of course, carrying it is not great because like I'm going downstairs and all of the things. And so that's a decision I've got to make also. Can I live another year with that? What should I do? You know, my boyfriend is trying to make some major life decisions as well. And what he decides is going to affect my decisions. And so there's this trickle down effect. So those can be things that really can cause some stress and anxiety. And trying to decide what to do for my career was a big decision as well. I love education, but I wanted to be flexible in my time so I could be flexible for my boyfriend because he doesn't work a typical job like I always have. And so that was another decision I had to make, a very big decision. And so when you make a big decision like that, it affects other things. I'm not trying to scare you. We all have these. So, I mean, it's nothing new. It's just how we handle them that will make or break us as midlife women who are menopausal or whatever it is. And hopefully some of you are already done with that and you are free from this wonderful female thing that we want to be free from as soon as possible. So today I have 5 ways for you to take the anxiety out of all of this decision-making process. So number 1, be mindful. Recognize your symptoms and what is causing the stress and the anxiety. Again, do some research. If you notice some weird things popping up, for a long time, I've told you that I had the weird breathing and I thought I was developing asthma. It was not asthma at all. It was anxiety manifesting in my breathing. My jaws get tight and I clench and grind my teeth during the day and during the night. So that's another way that I know I've got some stress and anxiety that I have to work through. You have to recognize those things in yourself so you know that you are getting to that point. Because when you get to the point of complete anxiety and stress, you can't make decisions effectively. Talk it out with the Holy Spirit. Ask Him for wisdom. Ask Him for guidance on everything, every decision that you have to make. And again, start talking to Him about those little decisions. And then once you figure out how He is talking to you, and once you develop that relationship and you can recognize the answers that He is giving you, those big decisions will be so much easier. Number 2, there may be multiple solutions. You cannot just assume that there is one right answer. You have to think about all of the possibilities. And again, there's not necessarily one right or perfect choice or answer to the problem that you're trying to solve. So make a list of the pros and the cons. I've talked about that before. Always sit down and write this out, because when you visualize something, when you write it out and you can visually look at it, it's so much easier. And don't try to just make these decisions out of your head and quickly. Write down everything, take some time to think through it, and keep talking to God, praying about it, and getting more clarity as you go along. And then when you get your list of pros and cons, which has more, your pros or your cons? Number 3, research your options. Google is my go-to for finding solutions to just about anything. I am a Google fanatic, and you can find so many options when you Google something, and there are almost always going to be things that you had not already considered. However, be cognizant of not going overboard, because too many options equal more decisions, which equals more stress and anxiety. And that's what you're trying to get rid of. So don't add more options or too many more options to what you already have to consider. Number 4, find a thought partner. I've told you over and over and over, mentors, thought partners, those people can be lifesavers for you. Think about finding somebody who has been through whatever it is before that you're trying to figure out. If you're trying to make a decision on a car, who owns the cars that you're considering? Talk to people who own those cars and ask them, hey, what do you like? What do you not like? If you had it to do over, would you buy this car? If you don't know anybody, go to a dealer and talk to them. Go to the grocery store and see if you can see somebody who's driving one of those cars. And people are pretty good about just saying, hey, I would love to talk to you about it. If you say, I was looking at your car and I've been considering that. Can you tell me about it? Do you like it? People aren't going to be offended. And if they are, then move on. They don't know you. You're never going to see them again in your life anyway. If you're thinking about moving to a different city or neighborhood, one that you'd like to move to, do some research on their city website. Talk to people who work for the city, maybe like your Chamber of Commerce. Go to the local Chamber of Commerce website. You can get so much information on either the city website or the Chamber of Commerce website usually, and that will help you make informed decisions. And then if you're thinking about your career and you want to make that career change, consider all of the options, do some research, talk to people who are in that career and get their perspective on it. And number 5, stay in the present. Ladies, you cannot control every outcome. You are not the knower of the future. However, you have a knower that you can use. You can trust your gut and the wisdom that God has given you to make those decisions. You have amazing life experience that you can bring into any major life decision that you have to make. So trust yourself and trust what you already know and what God is revealing to you along the way. And once you make those decisions, don't second guess yourself. Ladies, let go and let God. He isn't going to let you make a decision that isn't what He wants anyway. While He does give us freedom of choice, He still guides us and directs us to the choice that's best for us. And you're still going to have some problems along the way. God is not always going to make the path to a decision easy. Sometimes He wants you to learn something along the way. And it helps you build resilience for the next major life decision that you have to make. So don't stress about those major life decisions. If that career is one of your major life decisions, definitely don't stress about that. I know it's a big decision, but enjoy the process and don't get mired down and stressed out about what's happening. All right, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Again, hop on over to Apple Podcasts or Apple iTunes and leave me that rating and a review. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Also, don't forget to join our Facebook group. We are getting ready to start the Bible study by Wendy Pope called Wait and See, Finding Peace in God's Pauses and Plans. That starts on Monday, so make sure that you get on my Facebook, get in the group, and join so you get all of the information. I will have all of that linked in the show notes. Plus, I will have a link for the book where you can purchase the book so you are prepared. If you don't have it by Monday, it's not a big deal. We're still going to get started over there, but we're going to take it slow. I don't want you guys to feel stressed about doing a Bible study. So we're going to take it slow. We're just going to enjoy the process and learning and growing together. All right, my friends, have an amazing weekend. I love you. I thank you. And let me pray for you real quickly before we head into the weekend. Lord God, thank you so much for all of the people who listen to this podcast and who are making these decisions with their life, with their career. They're finding their purpose. They're finding what it is you want for them as you reveal it to them in a journey that will help them grow and to be the most amazing women that they can be, even though they are so much there already. Lord, thank you for putting these women in my life and letting me grow as I bring your message to them. Everything I say to them is from you, and it's what you want them to hear. It's not me at all. And I thank you for giving me the voice and the way to get my voice out there so I can bring your message to them. Lord, help them to make any major life decisions that they have to make, and help them to make those small decisions without any stress and without any anxiety. Lord, you are so good, so good. In your Son's precious and wonderful name, I pray. Amen. Have an amazing weekend, my friends. Bye-bye.